Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel Wake Up Bright, where I share all the things that help me live each day a little brighter. I'm not loving my face right now, I'm just not. Today, before I get too ahead of myself, I'm April Lauren if you're new here, and I'm on a journey to lose 200 pounds. I have two German Shepherds who love to spend the whole day outside. But you can't, cause it's been raining. And yeah, I need to cozify our house up. Something awful. So I think I'm about to go around and light all of the candles. I'm gonna do some yoga. This is just another day in the life. Another day in the life of my weight loss journey.
Today we are doing weigh-in Wednesday, so I will be weighing in, and I am also going to share my 5 tips on how to be consistent on your weight loss journey. So hopefully that helps. This is a day in the life vlog, so it's a little meandering. Down and below in the description I do have the jump around menu, so feel free to skip around to the parts that you're most interested in. I'll see you in a second.
Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel Wake Up Bright, where I share all the things that help me live each day a little brighter, like this birthday sign. Yeah, I think this is just staying. So back in my birthday vlog, y'all, I don't know if I showed this to you guys or not. I think I did, but it's one of the decoration items my husband got for my party. And I just love it so much. So last week I chose not to share my weight, and I have to be real honest with you guys. I did not expect it to be such a hot topic. Like, by hot topic, I don't mean like it wasn't viewed that much necessarily, but like people felt as intensely about getting on and off the scale as they feel about what diet everyone should be on. And I just thought that was so interesting. Anyway, I want to talk about my 5 tips for being consistent on a weight loss journey, and surprise, it has nothing to do with getting on the scale every week. So let's talk about my 5 tips as we go throughout my very, very, very rainy day.
My first tip is to keep your eye on why, and we're going to get into the whole of what I mean after these messages.
Alright guys, I'm still just standing here looking out the window. I was trying to get some of the glare off. Oh, I guess those are handprints. Now they're gone. Well, now there's still reflection on my computer and stuff. But it's just so beautiful out there. Like, my camera doesn't do it any justice. I like this YouTuber named Megan Grubb. I don't watch very much of her uploads, but I really like her when I do watch. And her catchphrase or whatever is, there's always a blue beyond the clouds. I really thought that was precious. So, okay, I've got to get some work done. And while I am talking today about 5 tips, sharing 5 tips to be successful and consistent on your weight loss journey, the first tip is to keep your eye on your why. And I think that's probably the most important tip, so I could just end the video right here. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go through all 5 of my tips, and I'm going to work. Yenna's coming over. We're going to work out, I think. And yeah, I hope you guys just enjoy this cozy rainy day with me.
Your why gives you most everything you need in order to stay motivated to be consistent. Before we dive into that though, let's chat about the importance of why in general. Why be consistent? Well, Without consistency, there will be no success. You have to show up. That doesn't mean you have to weigh in every day or every week or every month, although it could. It doesn't mean you need to be perfect all of the time. What it means is you need to do the dang thing. You need to eat right and you need to move more. And when you fall down and stumble, inevitably we all will 1,000 times, you need to get up and continue to follow the process. Continue to be consistent following your process. Now, your whys are also important, your individual whys, and that's really what I mean by keep your eye on your why. When you find your motivation waning, when you're bored with your process or lose patience and want to hurry things along, reflecting on your whys will help you stay motivated to either get back on track or to not leave the tracks in the first place. Your whys, the reasons you want to achieve your goals, whatever your goal is, those whys will light a little fire under you when the flame is extinguished. And yeah, it's just so important. So sharing your whys with the people around you can also be a form of motivation, because if you lack the gumption to check yourself, those people you care about can help do that too. So just my 50 cents.
You trying to get her to play with you, boo-boo? I'm not playing.
While my pups scurry about, we're going to go into my next tip, and that is ignore your feelings. This is something that is so hard for me to do, to acknowledge it and to make wise choices, but the choices I make need to be apart from my emotions. My decision last week to not get on the scale, to not weigh, although I'm saying ignore feelings, what I mean is ignore the feelings when you're making your decisions. I didn't make that decision based off of an emotion. The emotion didn't carry me away from the scale. I consciously decided that it would be bad because of my emotional state for me to get on the scale.
You guys are like a bunch of little tiny puppies. Where you get all this energy from, huh? Where you get all this energy from? Is it because we haven't been outside all day? You silly things. You silly things.
I don't know if I'm being clear, if my thoughts are coming out my mouth like I want them to, but ignore your feelings, follow your process, make good choices, and make the choices that you need to make in order for you to be successful on your journey, whatever that is.
Yeah, you want to go outside, don't you, boo-boo? Don't you? But we can't because it's raining so hard. Y'all already been out so many times. Yeah. Alright, so I took part of my hair down. I did 2 ponytails to have it up top. So I look very like 90s, I feel like. I just said the word like 1,000 times. All right, I have got to go pick up some groceries, so I'm gonna take you guys with me. And I think the husband is we're gonna try a new diet plan. Normally I would wait until the end of the month, but I mean, it kind of is the same. We're just gonna be doing it together instead of separately. He wants to lose, I think like 10 pounds. But pretty fast, so I think he'll lose it pretty fast. Pretty fast. Well, let's go, shall we? Let's get some groceries.
So number 3, it's a little bit of a cliche and I'm going to share it while I'm driving. So walk before you run. And I know you think you know, and you probably do know, but I'm going to share it anyway. So what we need to do is acknowledge the building blocks and be honest with where we're at. So acknowledge the building blocks that we need in order to build the habits that we want to be where and who we want to be. One problem that so many of us face is we want to do too much. We want to be where we're going without ever traveling there. And spoiler alert, there's no time travel. We're not there yet. We have to travel every moment of the way, and being honest with yourself about your habits and where you can start and start to improve small is hard, but it pays off. Do you floss your teeth every day? How much TV do you watch on a daily basis? How much time do you spend not doing anything, just looking at your phone or playing games or Instagram? It starts with replacing small things that aren't adding value to your life with things that add value, with things of substance. Soda doesn't have any substance to it. If you drink a Coke, well, it's empty. So making sure we're filling our life with things of value, things of substance, things that contribute to our overall well-being is so important. Just being honest with your habits and making small cuts where you can. It's so funny. I was thinking about this while I was thinking about this. That starting small, it's not just the bad habits that snowball. Bad habits snowball really fast and they become really big, but good habits can do that too. Good habits snowball when it's packed hard with hard work. As you start building good habits, they're going to build upon each other and build upon each other. It gets easier and easier to stay that course, to live that life. So that's such a good and encouraging concept to think about. There's different types of snow. In Utah, the snow is, in Colorado, it's powder. It's very dry. It doesn't stick to each other. It looks very pretty, but there's no like stickiness to it. But in like on the East Coast and other parts of the world, it's more of a wet consistency. That wet consistency allows you to pack the snow better. So as long as your good habits have substance, then they're going to build, and it's such an awesome thing. Funny story, when I first moved to Utah, I didn't move there yet. I went on a business trip to Utah, and I stayed in this little hotel in the middle of the Uinta Basin area, and it's like one of the coldest places. Like you walk outside and like your nose hairs froze. It was something else. But I spent so much time, because I live from Alabama, you don't have a lot of snow there. I was out there trying to build a snowman and the powder just it would not stick. So make sure that the good habits that you're building are of substance. Eating healthy and extreme dieting are not the same, which I think we know, but yeah, just building those good habits. I'm gonna move on now because I've been talking about this for longer than I thought I was going to. So let's get into my weigh-in Wednesday portion of this video. I'm so excited to do my weigh-in Wednesday portion. The last time that I hung out with you guys and talked specifically about numbers on the scale, I weighed 326.6 pounds. Today I weigh 323.9 pounds. So I've got under that 325 mark, which is really exciting. And then also I am down 2.7 pounds, which is very exciting for me. So it's very true to form though. I feel like I have been losing about 2 pounds and then losing about a half a pound the next week. So it's been 2 weeks, it makes sense. So it's continuing the progress that I've been, which is good. Slow and steady is awesome. It's hard. It's hard too when the demons in my head are like, just don't eat. Just don't eat anything. Just eliminate all the food from your diet. It's hard to continue to be consistent, but that's what this video is about. It's the 5 tips. And when I start doing that, I consider the why. Basically, number 1, I talked about your whys. I talked about why it's important to be consistent, and why itself is just important. Like, why do I not lose weight faster? Well, there's a couple reasons. 1, I've destroyed my metabolism. 2,
Because I've historically destroyed my metabolism, I'm going to handle my diet with care. I'm going to make sure I'm being successful. And I love that peace of mind that I have. I don't feel the anxiety that I'm gonna stop dieting or I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and gain the weight back. And I feel like that's also contributing to the peace of mind that I feel is contributing to my ability to make good choices and continue with my plan. So even when there's little bumps in the road, or I was feeling extra hormonal and like kind of raging last week, somebody put in the comments, like they use that word raging, and I'm like, yeah, that's totally it. I was raging last week. Like everything was just so intense. And to be honest, I don't know if I will weigh again on my period. If I have a period every single month, which I'm not convinced that I will because I've always been so irregular. If I have a period every month I'm gonna skip a week. So be forewarned. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at what groceries I got, and then you'll see me right back here.
I know it's a lot of plastic. However, this is the only option when you do Walmart pickup. So I could tell them to take it out of the plastic bags that they put it in and put it in my car. But like it's going to come to the car in plastic bags. So I know everybody shudders. I'm sorry. So I did get more bone broth. Somebody commented on my last video and suggested bouillon cubes, and I think I'm gonna give that a go. I've never seen bone broth bouillon cubes though. I'm sure they make them. And then vegetables, and I got some strawberries, and I got cheese sticks, and just stuff to kind of do healthy snacks and protein and almonds. Healthy snacks that are lower in carbs. So the hubs and I are both going lower. Just ignore his Sprite. Just ignore the Sprites. Those are from when the hubs was sick. I call him the hubs all of the time. Somebody commented about that the other day. I don't know why I do it. But let's work out. So I know I'm starting my workout footage now, but I'm going to go ahead and share my fourth and fifth tip really quick. My fourth tip is schedule it. Don't prioritize your schedule your priorities, and don't rely on things to just magically happen. If you've established what you can start with, let's say you decided your first steps to health are going to be to do a little workout every day. Make sure you've scheduled that. It's your priority. So it's one of the most important things that you fit into your day, as opposed to looking at everything that you have on your day and trying to fit in your priorities. I know it's kind of just a different way of looking at it, but I think that it could be very, very helpful. Schedule your priorities. Don't prioritize your schedule. Make room. If it's important, you'll make room. I love this quote from Nick Saban. It's not really a quote, I guess, but it's a story. He did the 60 Minutes special several years ago at this point, and one of the guys on the team came to a meeting and it was on film, and he's like, but I couldn't find my earring or something. It was something like that. And Nick Saban's like, I don't care why. When you say that, all I hear is your earring is more important than being here. That's all. So when you schedule something, or you don't do something, or you put something else off, all you're saying is those things are more important to you than your goal. And maybe it's true. Maybe something is more important than your goal. Maybe you have kids and your children are more important. Or maybe you have a favorite TV show and your favorite TV show is really more important to you than your health. It's all like when you start looking at things that way, for me, it's amazing how much opens up to me when I start looking at it at the way I spend my time is telling me what's most important to me. It's telling me what I prioritize. So that is number 4. Let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is pretty simple. I'm just gonna lay it out here. Be nice. Be nice to yourself. I know I said, like, you know, start with building blocks, walk before you run, be consistent, kind of hard things. And the journey itself is hard enough without us making things harder and getting in our own way. So be nice. A trick to being consistent is when you fail to be consistent, acknowledge it honestly and make better choices in the future, but don't dwell on it. Don't use that slip as a tool to beat yourself with and beat yourself into non-action, beat yourself into inconsistency over a period of time. There's a big difference in having an off week, an off day, and having an off month. And there's a big difference in having an off month and having an off year. So be nice no matter where you're at and when you slip or how long you slip. Be nice to yourself and get back on track. It's the most important thing. So Yenna and I usually warm up on the cardio equipment that I have, but if I'm doing it by myself, I will do the Chloe Ting warm up and cool down. So we are about to get started with this workout, and we started with squats. I did notice that I was squatting not as deep as I have been, and I just think I was being a little lazy, to be honest. I know what it feels like. Also, I was deeper by the last sets than I was at the first set, so it might have just been I needed to do the Chloe Ting warm up. I love these lateral steps. They kill, and it's so nice. And yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I hate that all of the workouts I've shown so far, except for one, I think, are the leg day, but it is a booty. It is the Get Peachy challenge, so it's fitting. Here again, I feel like I could have been going a little bit deeper with my whatchamacallits, with my deadlifts. I definitely could go heavier. The thing is Yenna and I use like the bars or my barbell and the plate weights, so we can go quite a bit heavier than we've been going. This is the first time I've weighted my glute bridge though, and to be honest, it made a huge difference. It was so hard, and this is such a non-scale victory. When we first started working out, I really couldn't even do a glute bridge, so and that's hard to admit, but getting up and down was very challenging for me, and I was embarrassed. So most of our workouts when we first started working out were all standing workouts. I didn't have us like get down to the ground and up. So I love that I'm able to see that mobility change and just that quality of life. And then this, like I said last time, it's the devil. This is the devil movement. It hurts so bad. And if you lean forward, it just kills.
I feel like all of the workouts I'm showing you are the booty workouts, but that's because it is the Get PG challenge. And it is so killer. It's so good though. It's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to do that video. That video, the week of the 9th of November is when I'm gonna release that video. Not that you guys are as excited about it as I am. I'm just really excited about it. I'm excited to compare videos that I've been taking. And I've shared most of those videos with you guys already, but I like doing the side-by-sides because I feel like when progress is slow, I don't see it. But when I'm looking at my footage or pictures, I'm like, whoa, like that's incredible. Look at all these non-scale victories. It makes me very, very happy. Before I go any further and close this video out, this is not safe. This is not safe on a shelf. Don't do this. I didn't think about it until the other day, and then someone actually sent me a sweet message and was like, hey, that's not safe. And I had already started taking it whenever I lit it and put it down, but then I'm like, I need something for this video. And so literally I just lit the candle before filming, and when I get done filming, I'm taking this down, and then I'm gonna find something else to light this up right here. That does not include open flame, so probably like a flameless candle or something. But anyway, moving right along, I just wanted to say that, I just wanted to share the reason I'm doing this video is a while back I polled you guys in the community area here on YouTube and asked what you struggled with the most. And the number one thing was with being consistent. And without consistency, we are destined to fail on any goals that we have. You have to be consistent or you just get lucky. I mean, there's the exception, and the exceptions just get lucky and they get whatever it is that they were seeking. For most people in most circumstances, you have to put in the work. If we don't put in the work, then everything just falls apart. There's no substance. We can't just, you know, ooey owie. Does that make sense in this context? You can't just snap your fingers and get there. You have to walk every step of the way. So, and I believe in you. And I know from your emails, from your letters, from your comments, I know you guys believe in me too. And I love that about having this YouTube channel. I love seeing comments back and forth between you guys. Like it really has become a little community where we just support each other, and I love that. And if you stumble and fall tomorrow, I believe that you can make the changes and choices to get back up and continue. Just continue forward. That's all we have to do. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to do it all. We just need to do a little bit better tomorrow than we did today. And eventually that snowballs and we're where we want to be, or as close to where we want to be as we can get. And then the next day we'll just be closer. So if you haven't and this is your first time here, well, welcome. Sorry, I didn't say that before. And I'm glad you're here. And if you've been here every time, I'm glad you're here. If you haven't and you would like to watch my videos regularly, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then ding the bell so you'll be notified when I post. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Love you guys.